often as you can to explore the grounds on foot. The Heritage Hippo operates from 10 a.m. to 5:20 p.m. daily. Available every 20 minutes, you won't have to wait long to hop back onto the Hippo. For your safety, you must remain seated while the Hippo is on the move. Please do not use the stairs until the Hippo comes to a complete halt. Kindly do not consume outside food and drink on the Hippo. Chilled mineral water is available on board at $2 a bottle. Each guest is issued a complimentary new earphone for use on the Hippo during your stay here in Singapore. Please keep it with you. Replacement earphones are chargeable at $2 each.
And yes, good morning everyone. Welcome to our Heritage Tour. My name is Neil, and the captain behind the wheel is Captain Lim. So we will be your guide as we check out the yellow line marked in your map. So good morning everyone. So Sir Stanford Ruggles arrived here in Singapore in 1819. Days before he arrived here, he divided the early immigrants here in Singapore. And we will be checking out these ethnic quarters, which are the Little India, Kampong Glam, and Chinatown. And to maximize your touring experience, we are encouraging you to stop on and help in any of the 17 stops that we have along the way. We will be heading towards our first stop, H1, Fulu Shu. And this is all the stop if you want to go shopping, start shopping in Bugis. There are three shopping centers along Bugis, which is Bugis Village, just across the junction, coming up to your left. They also have the Bugis Junction, the one in their left now, and the Bugis Street, which is the largest flea market now here in Singapore, with over 600 stalls, and most of them are open up until midnight. So check it out, one of the shopping places you may consider having your souvenirs. And to give you a short story about history about Singapore, we are under the British colony from 1819 up until 1942. And from 1942 to 1945, we're under Japan. And from 1945 to 1959, we're back to the British. And from 1959 to 1962, we're tossed over to Malay. And from 1962 onwards, that's where Singapore became an independent nation. So as you may have noticed, we're being tossed from one country to the other. And as a result, well, we have a very rich history and a lot of cultures as well. And we are happy to share with you all of this in this tour. And again, coming up, stop H1, Fulu Shu. For guests who will be hopping off here, this is your stop. Please make your way down. So since no one's hopping off, we will be continuing our tour then. Okay, someone's leaving.
On our right are shops selling Buddhist and Taoist artifacts. Coming up across the junction on our left is CIMG Square, the hub for laptops, printers and electronic gadgets. On our right is CIMG Tower, the place for electronic parts and components.
Okay, so stop page 2, Little India. For guests will be hopping off here. Please make your way down.
Welcome to Little India. Look around and you'll find densely packed merchants offering anything from jasmine garlands to gold jewelry, silverware to silk saris. Take a deep breath and you may even catch the rich aroma of spices. Soon, coming up on our left is one of the oldest Hindu temples in Singapore. Built in 1881, the Sri Virakaliman temple was dedicated to goddess Kali. The colorful tower above the entrance, known as Gopuram, is lavishly decorated with sculptures of deities and mythical beasts. Shop houses here are marked for conservation. Designed pragmatically with shop space at ground level and living quarters on the upper floor, they are the definitive buildings on the island since the 1840s. In 1887, the veranda riots broke out over the use of its colored walkway. Called the 5 feet bay, the path is literally 5 feet wide. Shop owners claim not to even display goods on the walkway, while Europeans wanted it cleared for pedestrians. Well, as you can see, important festivals. Deepavali and Thaipusam. On Deepavali, the Hindus celebrate the festival of lights. And during Thaipusam, they perform the amazing attest their faith in a procession along Little India. Coming up is stop H3, Mustafa Center. Mustafa is the first 24-hour departmental store in Singapore, popular with both locals and tourists.
Okay, stop page 3, Mustafa Center. For guests who will be hopping off here, please make your way down. This is your stop. So looks no one's hopping off. We will be continuing our tour then. No one? Okay. So yes, Mustafa Center, that is the only department store that is open 24 hours here in Singapore. Not only that it's open 24 hours, you will find a very low price of the items there. No fake items, all original. If you want to check out Mustafa Center, and if you will be going there, just to give you a heads up, don't be surprised if the guards walk up your bags. So it's there for security reasons, okay? Check it out. It really is very low price there. And take a look to your right, you will see some of the shop houses carefully conserved. Look at that. We're trying to conserve as many shop houses as we can. And we will show you a few more of these shop houses in this tour. And the Little India, that is not where Sir Stamford Raffles originally put the Indians, the early Indian immigrants here. Well, most of them are stayed in Kampong Julia along Boat Quay, because Boat Quay, that is the river mouth, and they are doing here for they are here for trading. And since most of them are cattle traders, well, they need grass for their herds. So in search for the grass, they find it here in Little India, and from then on they stay here. And also for those guests who are vegetarian, where there's a lot of vegetarian restaurants along Little India, and for all we know, our Indian friends, most of them are vegetarians. And take a look to your left. Hello. Ah, it's cute. And here in Singapore, you will never go hungry. There's a lot, as you may have noticed, there's a lot of eating places here, right? From fine dining restaurants down to hawker centers, and that one that we just passed by, that is one of our hawker centers. And we just love to eat out. Well, Singaporeans, we love to dine out. And lucky us, because we were able to eat like 4 to 5 times a day. So we have breakfast, lunch, tea time, dinner, and sometimes before we hit the sack, we are having supper or going out to have our midnight snack. The problem is that we love to eat, but we're lazy to cook. So that's why we're always dining out. And if you will be going out or if you will be getting food anywhere, here's one tip. Okay, check for the cleanliness rating of each of the restaurants you will be going in. And coming up to your left, take a look at this street. This is the Thieves Market. There you go. But it's not the Thieves Market, that is the first flea market here in Singapore. Where in the past, the standard joke here, if there's someone stolen from you, well, you just have to be in the Thieves Market the next day to buy it back. Yeah, that was a practice, well, in the past. But now the Thieves